I'd just like to welcome everybody to the grand opening of the Bald River Falls Bridge, much anticipated grand opening of the Bald River Falls Bridge. I'd like to welcome, everybody from the Forest Service side. We got folks here, leaders in the local community, leaders from the state of Tennessee, and of course our wonderful partners as well. So thank you guys for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us here today. It's going to be a great day. As you look out over the bridge here, I just wanted to highlight a couple of things. The Forest Service's mission is rooted in providing the greatest good for the largest number for the longest time. We've also been called upon to be deeply integrated with our local communities that surround the Cherokee National Forest and provide economic, ecological, and social vitality as we connect people to their public lands. And when I look at this project, I think this is a great example. It's not just a bridge; it's a great example of the Cherokee National Forest and the people who work there doing that exact thing. Brett, you'll hear from him in just a minute. He wasn't just handed a couple $1 million and told to replace a failing bridge. It's unfortunately not that simple. Brett and our engineering team worked with our recreation team collaboratively to assess the needs at this site, and they came up with an excellent project. Then they had to seek out funding for that. It's not a guaranteed thing. They had to seek out specific funding, compete for that funding. Once they got that and the bridge project was underway, they faced some adversity. The largest flood event that Tellico River has ever seen on record occurred shortly after we got underway, and they had to adjust their plans. And they had to go after additional funding and emergency funding, compete for that as well, and ensure that the safety improvements were incorporated in this project as well. So I say all that to say that this stuff doesn't happen by accident. I hope that you guys understand that it takes a high quality, purpose-driven, and dedicated team who are working on projects like this to accomplish something at this scale. And I think that's exactly what you have here. When I look at people like Brett, or Jesse, or Doug, Stephanie, those people are deeply vested into this community, in Monroe County, and the communities that surround the Cherokee National Forest. And they created this project for them, and they made it happen. And we're just glad that we can finally share it with everybody. So I say all that to say, whenever you visit this bridge, I hope it's not just the falls or just the bridge. Those sentiments come through, because I know I'll be reminded of that every time that I come here. That there's people here working every day to try to promote the greatest good for visitors to Monroe County and the Cherokee National Forest. With that said, I did want to do one thing that I don't think Blaina's expecting. Could you come up here real quick, Blaina? I just wanted to recognize Blaina real quick. She's been a huge part of not just this project, but just all the collaboration, all the help with communications and everything lately. You guys and you and Mitch and Mayor Parker, you guys have been excellent partners, and we're just grateful that it's so easy to work with you guys. And thankful that we get to do that every day. Look forward to more opportunities in the future.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah. All right, I'll hand it over to our Forest Transportation Engineer, Brett Yaw, and he'll have a few words for you. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Andrew. My name is Brett Yaw. I'm the transportation engineer for the Cherokee National Forest. And even though I'm an engineer, I won't bore you with the details of how much steel is in the bridge or how strong the concrete is. I assure you the math tells us that the concrete is probably strong enough. It's been my great opportunity since July of 2019 to guide this project through design, contracting, and construction. This is the 5th iteration of Bald River of Tellico River, transformation of Tellico River corridor from a forest that helped develop southern Appalachia to a place that now sustains the outdoor recreation industry in Tellico Plains, Monroe County, and beyond. You may be surprised that plans to create a more pedestrian-friendly recreation site here began in 1978. Over the last 40 years or so, many alternatives were discussed and evaluated. But as of about 7 years ago, the opportunities kind of culminated with Federal Highways Administration and aligned so that the forest had the opportunity to replace the entire structure. The forest recognized that this structure needed to be special. The structure would need to be centered around the experience of Bald River Falls and rise to the occasion of the iconic setting without overshadowing the falls itself. With the help of a great team of architects and engineers, including Jesse English, Jay Chapman, Brianna McCall, and Doug Byerly, we carefully considered how this structure needed to look and function to provide the key goals of safe pedestrian access and the efficient movement of vehicles without sacrificing the natural setting. I recognize and I'm grateful for the patience of the community. I do not have the perspective to fully appreciate the sacrifice the community has made. Unfortunately, this project has necessitated disruption to your daily routines and also the escape from your daily routines. I'm sure many of you never wish to drive Bald River or North River roads again. I know the old structure holds a special place in the hearts of Monroe County. I hope that this new bridge has captured the essence of Bald River Falls and provides both past visitors and future visitors with the same nostalgic experience over the next 100 years. Lastly, I would like to recognize Adams Construction out of Louisville, Kentucky, for their expertise and project management in delivering this logistically complex project in a very professional manner. Now, on behalf of the U.S. Forest Service and the Cherokee National Forest, it is my humble pleasure to present to you the new Bald River Falls Bridge. And at this point, I will turn it over to the Chief Customer Officer of Tennessee Tourism, Dennis Cudmore.
Thank you all so much. What a really awesome day here for Monroe County and the state of Tennessee. And Blaine, I was looking at TripAdvisor before I came up and was looking at the #1 things to do in Tellico Plains. And believe it or not, the #1 TripAdvisor thing to do is to see Bald River Falls. And so this is a big day for Monroe County and for the tourists that love to come and visit. On behalf of Tennessee Department of Tourist Development Commissioner Mark Ezell, thank you all for coming. Thank you to the contractors, to the Forest Service, to the locals, to the state, the folks that worked so hard to bring this here. Why is this important to Tennessee? Well, the outdoor recreation economy is over a $13 billion economy for the state of Tennessee. Outdoor recreation supports over 100,000 jobs for Tennesseans. It's very important. And you say $13 billion, that generates a lot of sales tax, a lot of fuel tax. I was just talking to the contractor earlier about how do we pay for this infrastructure. And it's paid for by tax dollars, fuel tax dollars, sales tax dollars. Different tax dollars come together to make infrastructure possible. So thank you all. This is a big deal for us. And it also, sales tax dollars and occupancy tax dollars lowers the tax burden for local citizens because of visitor spending. So it's very important. Here in Monroe County, visitor spending for the last 2 years of measurable impact that we have generated over $63 million for the local economy. $63 million for the local economy through visitor spending. That generated $2.4 million in local tax for the local services, generated $3.5 million for state tax to help with assistance and programs. So it's a real big deal for us. It's our honor to celebrate We're thankful for the team that helped deliver this project. So at this time, I'm going to welcome Tennessee State Representative Mark Cochran to the stand.
Thank you very much. Hey, I have a great privilege of representing the most beautiful district in the state of Tennessee. There are other representatives who might disagree with that, but clearly they're wrong. Monroe County, the entire 23rd district is gorgeous, and really Bald River Falls is one of the crown jewels of that beauty. And so, as Dennis said, this is a really exciting day for this region, that this is now accessible again. This wonderful resource belongs to the people of Monroe County, belongs to the people of this region and of our state, and so I'm excited that the people have access to that again. The previous structure needed to be replaced. It was time for it, but I know that's been a struggle. I know in its absence that has been a challenge to the local economy, but the people of Monroe County and Tellico Plains are extremely resilient, and they have stood through that storm, and they are now ready to see the wonderful things that are going to happen because of its reopening. And so that would not be possible without wonderful local leadership who really always put a great emphasis on tourism. So people like Blaina Best, Mayor Mitch Ingram, Mayor Marilyn Parker, who even through tough times, that they pull their communities through that, and they make sure that there's still an emphasis on shopping local and spurring on that local economy. And so tomorrow on, this road is going to be very, very full, and we're excited to see that, because that means our shops and businesses are going to be that much busier. And so thank you very much. Again, excited for the community, excited for our state, and to show off, again, something that we already know, that we live in the most beautiful place in the state of Tennessee, and now a lot more people are going to be able to see that. So thank you very much. I want to introduce one of those key local leaders in County Mayor Mitch Ingram. Mayor, if you'll join us.
Oh, finally, right? Woo! 21 months, nearly $15 million, one of the largest projects in the Cherokee National Forest. And first of all, I want to thank Andrew and Brett and Stephanie, the prior administrations, everyone who has come together, but also Adams Construction and the local subcontractors that were Monroe County residents that maybe hauled gravel or hauled brush, that provided a paycheck for them through this 21 months. That was a big thing. And I know we focused on sacrifices that the entire community and the 50,000 residents have made the past 21 months, but still, as Mark said, persistence paid off, and here we are today. And the scripture tells us life is not a race, it's a marathon. And so we're coming, and we're completing that marathon now today, this day, and very excited that those gates are going to swing open tomorrow, and those residents are going to get to enjoy this iconic view. But certainly this has been a community effort from the federal level right down to the volunteers and our local businesses and everyone, because it has been a sacrifice. It has been a sacrifice for families and residences and commutes and law enforcement and EMS and everyone involved. But today's a big day that culminates the payoff. So we're very, very, very excited about that. And we're very excited to partner with our brethren down in Tellico Plains, Miss Marilyn Parker. As I introduced her to the podium, and Marilyn has been a champion as well in promoting and dealing with the logistics of this event. So, Mayor Parker.
Thank you, sir. Oh my word! I think these gentlemen have said it all. The one I just thank the Lord. I mean, this bridge is awesome, but this view behind us, we could have never done that. That was from the Creator. But as far as in Tellico Plains, we are so excited that you're going to get to come and visit with us. Our shopkeepers, our businesses, we are ready for you, and we're just ready to share with the whole world the beauty that the Lord has given us. That I hope we never take this for granted, being home folk here, that we love it, and we want you to come. We want to show you some hospitality, because it has been a labor of love, and that we so appreciate everybody that had any part of putting this bridge up here. And we reiterate what all these guys said. Thank you to y'all, thank you to everybody that participated in it. But I was telling our city recorder a while ago, I just really want to kind of act like Marilyn and jump up and click my heels together, but I don't guess that'd be very professional of me, and I'm going to try to keep it professional. But I thank you, I thank everybody that had any part in this. Blana Best, sorry, she's still a talent to me. She, our tourism director for Monroe County, she is absolutely wonderful. And Blana, if you'll come up here and finish us up here, but I thank you from the bottom of my heart that you take care of Tellico.
On behalf of everyone here and all of our partners that have been a part of this process, we want to extend the invitation for everyone present to make their way to the ribbon cutting area, and we're going to officially cut the ribbon on the Bald River Falls Bridge.
All right.